Okay, we should be.
Boom.
And like I said, it's a little slow today. Greetings, greetings. Boom. We are live. Yeah,
Greetings.
in
Yeah.
the tube. With Frankie. How are you, Frank?
Feeling good, positive.
Doing great?
It's yeah, another day to celebrate or rejoice
A
for
blessing
the
to be alive, just to be
victory.
alive and have the breath of life. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me
Yeah,
see if
divine
my mic
victory.
is connected here. Just to make sure I have the. Yeah, my microphone is working. Okay. Okay, perfect. So that's
Yes,
it,
yes.
Frank. We're today. We're going to look at some Plogs from PT's website.
Yes, yes.
Very, it's more than interesting. It could be your savior, it could be your enlightenment right there on many,
Yeah.
many topics that sometimes we kind of forget in our life because we're way too freaking busy, bro, to
Yeah.
even question our own doing. So, like,
Hmm.
that's what I happen to realize. We're so busy, we don't even question what we do, our habits, our everyday doing. So, let
Yeah.
alone question the world. But if you're in
Exactly.
that spirit that of quest, of questing, of asking questions,
Yeah.
you will ask questions on everything. But if you're
Hmm.
numb, you're numb. If you're alive, you're alive. Like,
Yes.
so I'm alive. So,
That's it. Yes.
so mysterious. That's what we're gonna start with today. Uh, you do the English, I'll do the French after, and then we
Yeah,
exchange
we'll
our
converse.
perspective, opinion.
Yes.
Opine is on. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes. All right. Well,
Anyway,
let's go with that.
on your
Mysterious. People usually assign the word mysterious to the pyramids, aliens, UFOs, inner Earth, Bermuda Triangle, etc. I, on the other hand, find no mystery in these. What I find mysterious is people brushing their teeth properly, every nook and cranny, for 10 minutes, dressing up for another hour, only to ingest a whole lot of booze and drugs as a follow up activity. Are they, or are they not, really concerned about the health and self? Secrets of the pyramids are easy to reveal, but this no one will ever know.
mysterious, mysterious. You know, they have succeeded, but they have succeeded. I say they. We have succeeded ourselves to kill everything that is mysterious about our own world, about even ourselves. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even find ourselves mysterious because we don't seek to that mystery within us. You know, the
Hmm.
truth within, that's
Yeah,
mysterious. But how many people will start to take the shovel and dig? Not too many, because
right.
that's kind of a bit scary. And reality is always stranger than fiction. So the reality is very mysterious, and the fiction they give you, often we just like buy into it because we have no uh, recollection of what can be mysterious in this world, what can be uh, of a value. You know, don't. So anyway, did I read the French? No, huh? Okay,
Not
I'm
yet.
gonna read it
Yeah.
before I start. I was starting my reflection, but I didn't even read the French. That's me. Sometimes
Be
I'm
ready.
on a
Be
high
ready.
all
You
the
got a lot
time,
to
so
say for
take
it,
it
so
as
it's
is.
good.
That's it. Be ready. That's it. And I'm having fun doing this,
Oh,
so
of course,
listen,
of course.
it's not a big deal. So mystérieux. On associe généralement le mot mystérieux aux pyramides, aux extraterrestres, aux ovnis, à la Terre intérieure, au triangle des Bermudes, etc. Pour ma part, je n'y vois aucun mystère. Ce que je trouve mystérieux, c'est de voir des gens se brosser les dents à la perfection dans les moindres recoins pendant 10 minutes, puis se préparer pendant 1 heure pour ensuite s'enivrer d'alcool et de drogue. Ensuite, se soucient-ils vraiment de leur santé et de leur bien-être? Le secret des pyramides sont faciles à révéler, mais ceci, personne ne l'ignorera ne l'ignorera jamais. Wow, mysterious. Me, the moment I open my eyes to life and do something with my life, everything became mysterious from that day. From that day, I never looked at the world the same. It's your perspective that's gonna change. Like I haven't changed that much. The same guy I was, same spirit, same
Right.
vibe, same like I don't think I've changed that much. I've just changed my perspective on the stuff I'm looking at and life and myself. Like when you change your perspective of what you're looking to in the mirror. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have a perspective on the person you see in the mirror.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Jackson have made a song, "Man in the Mirror." Yeah, it starts with the man in the mirror, the woman
Mm-hmm.
in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's where your perspective should change first about you, yourself, your existence.
Mm-hmm.
Acknowledge you are alive,
Yeah.
but acknowledging is a big, big step. It's a big step because most of us do not even acknowledge life because we're stuck in the dark or some kind of busy mind that's going on better inside, whatever you deal with in your life. But that takes away all the mystery. All the mystery is gone from our life. The moment we're born here in this life, we come out the belly, the mystery is gone. Because they, from the moment of inception, even, probably from the moment of inception, because the carrier of the baby is often very intoxicated. I'm talking about the mother,
Mm-hmm.
intoxicated with nonsense, with it. So often it's just transferred to the offspring, whether directly from a genetic code or something DNA inscribed into you, or the how you will be brought up by your parents. So
Yeah.
if your parents acknowledge the mystery of life, well, they will pass it on to their children, or they will try to make them see it. Not sure they're gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because you see things your own way that everybody's gonna see it the same. So you have to have patience with others also, because they might not see life as mysterious as you are. They
Yeah.
it's But it can happen like this. It can happen like this the moment you start changing your perspective on what you're looking at, others, you, animals, plants, earth, everything. Uh, Everything will be mysterious from that day because if you are honest also and admit and have humility to admit you don't know, I was going to say fuck all, I'll say nothing. You don't know
Um,
nothing. Well, yeah, because I'm trying to avoid the fucks and the. So you don't know fuck all. Well, okay.
right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But you are too much in your ego to even admit it. So the admittance, the acknowledge, all this have to be very much at the core of your everyday life if you want to evolve.
Yeah.
You cannot evolve from a blank point. Like if you shoot blank, like you
Mm-hmm.
want to shoot something, a straight arrow up to the heavens, and one
Yeah.
day you will reach those heavens also in your head. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything that we talk about afterlife, you can also experience it here, heaven
Yeah.
and hell and all this, and every to me everything that is has to do with life has to be experienced on earth. Like maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'll have another experience up there. Who knows? This is another very big mystery what's happening in the sky. But they
Right.
have also succeeded killing that mystery because they have fed you everything that is out there. They
Mm-hmm.
have told you what's in fake outer space or whatever. I don't think there's such thing as outer space. Like there is a vast space we live in, yeah. But to
Right.
say that fairy tale about outer space and all that, that first of all, I never seen it, never seen it.
Right.
So why am I gonna believe something I don't even know if it exists for real?
Right.
So, but by feeding you everything that has to do with their reality, you have lost the mystery.
Yeah.
You don't find life mysterious. I never found life mysterious. I'm telling you, before I opened my eyes to life
Yeah.
or change my perspective, but I had to open my eyes first. I had to had some realization. I had to hear my voice first.
Right.
If you can't hear your voice and you only have the voice of others in your head, there might good chance also that you never tend to seek the mysterious part of you because there's too much chatter inside your head. So
Hmm.
you gotta do a brain wash. You gotta wash your brain. Definitely wash your brain from all the nonsense and the stuff they have told you and see how mysterious life is after and how
Yeah.
your life can be a mystery each and every day that is unfolding day by day, and you have greater acknowledgement of who you are and what you came to do here.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know what's your
Hmm.
gift? Everyone would like to discover the gift. Also, your gift is a mystery for most because you have never dug inside to find that gift.
Yeah.
You got to do some work on yourself. It's not going to happen by divine grace and intervention that you're going to be fed everything that you need to know. You got to go out and seek it. But most of it all is seek from within. People are stuck seeking outside. So you find deception, lies, all kinds of nonsense. And there's no mystery because there's names on everything. Every time you look at something, you put a name on it in your
Hmm.
head. You have
Yeah.
ABC 1, 2, 3, just like me, or some other language, but you got an alphabet. I don't know if it's called an alphabet in Chinese alphabet, maybe. Yeah, anyway. So you have a whole bunch of letters and numbers and stuff in your head,
Hmm.
and this also takes the mystery away because every time you look at something, you look at something, you put a name, a car, a house, a tree. So everything is defined. Everything is defined. So where is the mystery in there?
Hmm.
That's it. So that's another part that we give into. We believe everything that is given to us, and we take this as reality, and we form a reality with all this. And
Yeah.
often it's based on deception and lies and stuff you have participated yourself into. Like
Hmm.
it's not just you shouldn't point the finger outside and say, "Oh, it's they and them and the system." And look at yourself. Look at
Yeah.
your own habit and ways each and every day. Maybe because you're too much in the dark that you don't see life as a mystery, but
Hmm.
life is a mystery for all of us. If you
Yeah.
pretend
Magic.
it's not, it's because you've been fed all kinds of nonsense that about a fake reality, and now you think that's real.
Yeah.
So of course, if you are lost in an abyss of unawareness, that's on you. That's on you.
Hmm.
No one will come also to your door and knock on the door and say, "Hey, you want to wake up?" It's on you. It's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice to be here. It's a choice.
Hmm.
There's nobody forcing us. So
Yeah.
we want to see what kind of. Also, every time I jump here live on YouTube, it's a mystery. I don't come here with a script. I have
Hmm.
to be inspired. I have to be present. If I'm not, I'm probably going to freeze. But I know I'm being divinely supported and guided. So I come here, I try my best to do good, and good should follow.
Hmm.
But we don't think that we need to prove ourselves or to, yes, I need to prove myself, but to higher and divine. If I
Yeah.
also, that's the part, another very mysterious part with life is God. God
Oh
or
my
the
gosh.
divine or the force.
For
Now you
sure.
can use many names.
Yeah.
Many names. Okay, many names we have given. Let's just use the force or the God or whatever. I have no problem with any of those
Yeah.
divine God force, whatever. But that's very mysterious because none of us, but we can say none of us has ever seen it, but I've seen divine on this earth. Not just PT. I've seen
Hmm.
people that are doing very divine uh, stuff on Earth, definitely. And it's
Yeah.
not just something that we can find in the heavens, or a being sitting on the over the seven realms above and stuff. I think it's right here on Earth. There is divine representative on Earth. There is avatars. That's another mystery.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
yes.
who's the representative of divine on Earth? That's a huge mystery for a
Yeah.
lot of people. And
Yeah.
a lot of people will not admit that there could be a representative of divine right here, right now on
Right.
Earth. And there is. Do you think the creator creates that create love that huge realm where we live in, and he doesn't take care of it, doesn't maintain, doesn't make sure everything goes according to the plan, the divine plan?
We can't put limits on
Yes.
divine.
But sometimes we're yeah, exactly. But we limit the potential of we limit our own potential. Okay, we limit our own potential. So
Yeah.
let's not even talk about God potential, the divine's
Yes.
potential to also wake you up and guide you and make sure you stay straight and you don't fall back to, to the dark side. Man,
Yeah.
there is something in this life. I'm gonna keep digging. I don't think I will ever pierce some mysteries like where I am, where am I?
Right.
I don't know. I don't think I will ever know until I die and I maybe succeed shooting my soul to the upper realms. Maybe I'll see the old hurt and his entire thing.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like I know, and there's some mystery. There's some things in life we're just not meant to know. Okay, there's
Exactly.
just some things in life you will never know, and you have
Exactly.
to be honest to admit that.
hmm
If you think you know it all, you're Mister or Madame Know It All out there, and that's what killed the mysteries because you think you know it all. You think you know it all. You have nothing to learn.
Yeah.
I was like that. Most muggles are like that.
hmm
And now I'm not putting a frontier or I'm not tracing a line between muggles and me. No, I am a muggle myself, but I'm an immaculate muggle. Okay? I'm an immaculate member of the herd of sheep.
I've never
I'm
seen a
still a
muggle like
sheep,
you, Yannick. I'll say
just the
that.
shepherd, but it's just I have changed the shepherd.
Right. Right.
You know, we're all sheeps, but who's the
Mhm.
shepherd?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the question.
That's a good
Who's
point.
your
Mhm.
shepherd? My
Totally.
shepherd is God, and I
hmm
will remain a sheep for God all my life. You can use me, abuse me, do anything with me. I do not care as long as it's for God. I'm here. So divine force, whatever. Words come to rub people a certain way sometimes,
Right.
especially
Right.
when you mention God. Now it's woo because they are higher than God. After all, their whole existence is higher than God. They would see God in front of them and they would reject it because
Right.
I'm higher than God. I'm better. I know it all. So anyway, you want to experience mystery in your life, start admitting that you don't know nothing. And just from that point, it will become such a different Bahal game. Because you're in a
Mhm.
Bahal game now, but the game of Bahal. Maybe you need a different Bahal game. The game of the divine. But
Uh-huh.
it's not being played with Baal,
Right. Right.
like freaking cult of Baal. But no matter what, it's a cult of oops. All your life you will oop from cult to different cult. All your life, cult of
Right.
so
Right.
find a good cult. You know, find something
Right.
that inspire you so you can hope to inspire before you expire. The
There you
only
go.
thing I can hope here is change myself in the process, yeah, but inspire others to
hmm
maybe wake up and maybe find some mysteries with this life.
hmm
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
I find it everywhere. And everything I look at, bro, today is freaking mysterious. Even the rocks, how it came together.
Yeah.
The frogs,
Definitely.
all the animals. Like there's
Mhm.
so much diversity on this earth,
Oh yeah.
so much colors, so much flowers. How did the flowers, like the birds, the birds singing? Like, man, it's never end. It never ends. The
Yeah.
mystery in with life, but that's from my own perspective. Frank,
Yeah.
you're gonna share your perspective about mystery, and I'm pretty sure
Yes.
we're gonna be pretty much on the same
Oh
on the
yeah.
same
I mean,
line of thinking,
there's
pretty much, because that's what happened. It can happen to any. Sorry, it can happen to anyone that
Mhm.
seeks enlightenment or truth or experience the mystery. Oh, we're lagging. Yeah, am I still live? Okay, we're there.
I can
So
hear
go
you.
ahead, Frank, it's on you.
Yes, yes. Mystery. Yeah, this is fun. Just in how PT relates what is obviously beyond our
There's a little
comprehension.
delay.
Oh, I can, yeah, it looks like you're okay. I see you. Yeah, you're moving
Yeah,
now. Yeah. So, these obvious things like
there's just a little delay, Frank.
little lag. Yeah. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, I hear you. It's good.
Okay. Okay, good. Um, yes. Anyways, mysterious. So I love how PT puts the label that we give mysterious to or mystery to, something that, is obvious that we don't know how it happened, although people try to explain away, how they built the pyramids or something like a crop circle or like UFOs, inner Earth, Bermuda Triangle, all these things that like we don't know how it happened, what happened in these situations, and it's like a known mystery, But what's funny is like PT talking about actually those things aren't as baffling or as curious or as confounding as the fact that people willingly uh, go against their own well-being and are not taking the discipline and self-control to stop that. And I mean, obviously, if you're going to ignore things like actions have consequences, or just think that like, and it is a childish or not childish, this is a kiddish attitude to pretend like something isn't going to have an effect because like you and I as parents we could see something like our kids eating some trash, you know what I mean? Like I just had to pour out a Diet Coke off my back porch the other day because I found it in my fridge. I was like, no, this is not going to be in my house. And I'm like, this has aspartame. That's a known neurotoxin. Do not drink this. This is terrible. But of course, the
I throw a can of Dr. Pepper all the time.
right, like don't bring this in my house. I mean, obviously, it's not up to us to like force people who we are the guardians of to do certain things, but we have to at least have standards for our own selves, and so when we have our own space, our home or something like that, we can say, you know what, this isn't coming through my door. This isn't like here. We, if you're going to be here, we're going to try to take care of ourselves. And so, anyways, we can see how, it's obviously encouraged to overlook anything like, eating fast food. I'm going to eat it and I'm not instantly having cancer. So, what's the matter with it? Everybody's got to die someday. They have some dumb, retorts like that. But the thing is, and I love like what I heard PT say one time, and he said, anybody drinking a Coke is not thinking about their old age, because actually we have to take actions that are going to be considering or putting into account our well-being for now, but also our well-being for the longer term. Like as we age, we want to have a lifestyle that's going to be supportive of us staying healthy, being able to be active. I mean, because the ultimate goal of being healthy is that we can be of service. You know, if you're sick, if you're down and out, if you are, you know, more limited by your own actions in terms of your capabilities of being physically, you know, able to do things, then you're limiting your capability to be of service, you know. And so that is the bigger ultimate goal. We want to be of service to divine. We want to be of service to and be able to do actions and have behaviors and attitudes that are harmonious with the environment, with the elements, with the earth. And so it's just harder to be of service if you're sick, if you are, and these kind of things. Anyway, so all of that being said, because it comes back to this point that PT is making here, that people can, you know, do all these little daily maintenance things, brush your teeth, you can get ready to go out, you can like make yourself look good. But then what are you doing all that for? Are you actually concerned about your well-being? And it reminded me this section here when he says, are they or are they not really concerned about their health and self? Secrets of the pyramids are easy to reveal, but this no one will ever know. It reminded me of this. I see this guy, I have seen this guy around the area that I live. He has kind of like a sports, like a race car. It's like a Mustang or like something that's like, you can tell it's a fast car. And the outside of it looks nice. It's like shiny and he washes it. But you can tell that there's something wrong because this person is a hoarder. The inside of the car is completely full of trash. There's receipts, there's fast food containers, and it's literally like up to the brim of the windows. And it's just so strange. You say, well, it's such a nice car, but why is the inside so full of debris and trash and filth? And what is, there's something not right here. And that's what so many people are doing, and they don't realize it, you know, that they are, you know, they want to keep their outside appearance and image nice, but then they're full of inner confusion, filth, they're trashing their bodies all the time, you know? And so like, what is like, that's an ongoing mystery. That's like, if anybody in the West remembers that show, there's a show called Unsolved Mysteries back in the day that they would talk about these things, you know, like weird, like paranormal phenomenon and stuff like that, you know? And and so, yeah, PT is pointing out actually what is in our faces all the time, but nobody is saying anything about. Nobody is recognizing that elephant in the room, that this is a strange situation that we have here, that, you know, our governments, our schools, our entertainers, and all this kind of stuff are basically, you know, showing us the opposite example of what we're actually supposed to be doing here. What is going on, you know? And people accept the idea or the fact that at least at some point in the past, leaders have been corrupt. And it is very obvious right now. I mean, if you it has become more obvious and more obvious, right? That the stooges, the corrupt, you know, ones that they have, at least, you know, to represent the evil empire, it's very obvious that something has gone wrong, you know, and that they're blatantly dishonest all the time. But at the same time, like, nobody's willing to really do anything about it. Or I guess everybody just feel at a loss. They're like, well, we just have to accept it. But honestly, the real power that we have is what's in our hands. And that's like taking control of our own actions. And really, we can't worry about the mess that's around us. We just really have to worry about taking care of our own actions and taking care of our own. Everything starts with the body first. Take care of the body, and then everything starts to come into a place of balance. Take care of the body, and then the mental, spiritual, emotional, all those things kind of start to ease in, come together, and it allows us to actually be able to see what's going around us more clearly in a consistent manner. So we're not as easily duped or fooled and things like that if we're actually considering, oh wait, is this going to be good for me? Is this going to be for my well-being? That's why PT mentions that first mantra, or that first verse for anyone to be able to repeat, is I am a being and I want my well-being. And literally, as simple as that sounds, it goes over people's heads because that is like a magical spell, an incantation that if you speak it with your mouth, it will start to activate your consciousness, your awareness of what are you, how are you taking care of yourself? Are you actually, or are you not? If you actually want well-being, then you need to start to take actions that are going to be congruent with that desire, you know? So yeah, it's a mystery, but people have just fallen prey to the you know, the lies. So
definitely, and your aging thing, that's a mystery also. Why are we, humans are the only creature on earth that metamorphose with time. Like a lion, from the moment he's a year old and 20-year-old, I don't know what age they die, or a dog, or my dog hasn't changed that much in 8 years.
Right.
She'll probably have white hair on the nose and stuff, but she hasn't changed much. She's not overweight, fat. Her body destroy. Okay, at one point they might have arthritis and stuff. Dogs, I get it.
Right.
Or other animals, but they don't metamorphose like we do in a bad way. We metamorphose completely. Sometimes you're gonna know someone at 20 years old. You meet them at 60, you can't even recognize them.
Yeah. The poisons that are so common today.
Something that went wrong along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you shouldn't change that much. You're going to change a bit, right. Yeah, definitely. But to say that you're going to become like some people get overweight or whatever. So definitely your aging process is also, that's why it's good to eat raw food that has don't make you heat up so more, because your liver apparently heats up to like 50 degrees. You obviously you are heating up inside, or how would you keep your body at 37 degrees? Right, so there is a heating up process. There is a furnace inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I've heard that thing they call it.
So your aging process is directly.
There's a little lag, but that silent inflammation. I mean, and that's from an anti-natural, an unnatural type of way of eating and consuming foods that are going to be, basically causing the heating process in your body to happen too much. That's where, all types of different health conditions come from inflammation, and we are we're not able to deal with that. Anyways, I'll let you go.
And inflammation is probably caused by heat. No,
the heat.
It's probably caused by an excess of heat. You eat too much. First of all, people eat way too much. We eat way too much.
Right.
If you're sitting home all day, or your job is sitting down, and you're not spending a whole bunch of energy all day, why do you eat that much? Why do you need to eat so much food? Calories in, calories out, or calories in, calories out. Right. Calories in, calories out. So what I find mysterious also is how much junk food people eat. That's very mysterious, because you've been given the body of gold. You are made out of the golden ratio and everything. Everything is super freaking divine with you. A divine design. But no, let's try that. There is why also destruction, self-destruction. That I find mysterious. But that's what also people don't see. They don't see that. They don't find that mysterious. To be shameless is the norm. To be shameless about our condition, about the world, is the norm. It's the normal. The norm for all.
Yeah.
So it's normal to be shameless. It's normal to not find this world mysterious. It's the norm for all. But once you step outside of the norm, now you're going to discover life. Now you're probably going to get in touch with someone that you have never known, that you never thought it was possible to reach that point. Like, I never thought I was going to end up live on YouTube on the True Minds. Come on. That's beyond my wildest dream. I've never dreamed of that. It just happened, because action of action after action. So it's a realm of action. So you want to refine that mystery. It's about action, acknowledgement, and admitting that you don't know too much. Because if you think you know it all, you're stuck. And you're going to be stuck there forever.
Yeah.
In this Bahal game. Yeah. So, Frank, that was a good one. Mysterious.
Yes.
35
definitely.
minutes. But that's what it's all about. That's what I think. It's one word that is very, very important. Just like acknowledgement, wisdom, all these stuff are very, very words you should make great sense of. You've been given words. Make sense of them.
Yeah.
What is mysterious? But like you said, there is an elephant in the room. Okay, we can just resume that this picture, there is an elephant in the room and you don't see it. And that's the case for most. That you see around you in life, you're going to meet. They have an elephant in their room, the biggest elephant on earth. And they don't see it. We don't see it. We're blind as bat. That's what they want you to be, blind as a bat. So you never get in touch with reality. Not fiction. We're all in touch with fiction. We watch shows, movies. Fiction we're in touch with fully because we believe all kinds of nonsense.
Right.
But reality, are you in touch with reality? That's a good question. Now I want to hear what's coming out of your mouth to see if you're in touch with reality. Because even yesterday, I heard my wife, she was talking about something. And she said, she doesn't want because she works in the daycare, and the parents didn't want the children to drink tap water or to eat up the milk in a microwave. I'm like, oh, that's good. But I have a question for you. Did they get the jab?
Right.
She said yes. Okay. So they're confused. They're just confused.
Right.
That's the confusion.
Yes.
You don't want to do this. You don't want to eat chips or shit. But then when they come out with
you're willing to do that,
another game on the theater, you're willing to do that. Now I gotta watch how I speak here. We're on YouTube, man.
Right.
I think everyone, you gotta read in between the lines sometime when we speak here.
Definitely.
Because YouTube is rough on taking down channels that not here to give information on musical stuff. It's not. I don't know too much. You hear on Frank is we can do ambition, maybe.
Yeah. Let's do that. All right. So, ammunition, not ambition. Most here don't have enough ammunition, and it's separated out, ammunition. Most here don't have enough ammunition. Nowadays, a bad word used only in relation to weapons, to rise above petty ambition, ambivalence, and all other ambies. Ammunition is the correct word for ambition, ambition. A goal can be reached only by single-mindedness, not bifurcation. Breaking out of the matrix is seen as too big an ammunition to have for most, when even setting sights on being the best in any field is seen as too much ammunition. They would rather fall prey to laziness or madness, or both, than have proper ammunition. Ammunition to have permanent happiness, bliss, which is basically having unity with divine as one's ammunition, is a complete no-no.
Yeah. It's so Twilight Zone. This hurt is a freaking Twilight Zone, bro. I see. And that you will realize that if you don't see this place as a twilight zone, you're still asleep. You're still asleep. You got some stuff to realize because it's a friggin' twilight zone. The stuff we're talking about here that should be like the norm for all to know, to realize, to see. Twilight zone, completely.
Yes.
Anyway, OK. L'ambition, pas l'ambition. L'ambition, pas l'ambition. Ici, la plupart manquent d'ambition. De nos jours, ce mot est péjoratif et n'est utilisé qu'en lien avec les armes. L'ammunition, pas l'ambition. Peut-être que maybe that's what the translation wanted to say because it doesn't really match what I was reading. So maybe it's ammunition, not ambition.
Yes.
He forgot to translate it properly. So ici, la plupart manquent d'ambition. De nos jours, ce mot est péjoratif et n'est utilisé qu'en lien avec les armes. Pour s'élever au-dessus de la mesquine ambition, de l'ambivalence et de toutes les autres formes d'ambition. L'ambition est le terme correct pour ambition. Un but ne peut pas être atteint que par l'unition, la détermination, et non par la bifurcation. Sortir de la matrice est perçu comme une ambition démesurée pour la plupart. Sorry. Même viser l'excellence dans un domaine est considéré comme une ambition excessive. Ils préfèrent succomber à la paresse, à la folie ou aux deux. Plutôt que d'avoir une ambition juste, l'ambition pour atteindre le bonheur, la béatitude permanente. Ce qui revient à dire, avoir l'union avec le divin comme ambition est absolument hors de question. Like that's what I'm telling you. It's freaking Twilight Zone. That's the first thing we should have in mind is to unify with divine. That's where you get the ammunition. That's where the word come in. And that's where you will be guided and know what to do on this earth. But if you don't unify with divine within first, without after, because everything is freaking divine. So if you don't unify with this, well, it's going to be a life of pain and torture. Because even if you don't know that you don't know that you don't know, you're still torturing yourself.
Yeah.
Look at the food you eat and the stuff you watch and hear. And so still, it's not because you don't say, oh, I'm going to go unify. I don't unify with divine. Then, okay, what? I unify with pleasures and drugs and other stuff. So you will unify with something. Well, I say you might as well unify with God or divine or force, whatever freaking word you want to use. I myself freak out with those words a lot, I find.
Right.
But God, divine, whatever. I prefer the word divine, you ask me. I think I'm gonna use from now the word divine. I like divine. Divine up, all these words sounds really good. Because also, like he says here, it's not by avoiding this union also that you will receive the ammunition. Now, you can receive ammunition from the other side, from the dark side. They will give you ammunition. It's called often money. Called money, you know? But that's your ammunition from the dark side. And often that same money will bring you down to lower hells. Because it's not because you get money or something that suddenly you will start feeding yourself properly and acknowledge your presence on earth. Often you get even more lost.
It doesn't give you sense.
Yeah, and you will succumb to every friggin' temptation probably you have around.
You can't take it with you when you die either.
And also, like you said, you can take it with you when you die, so you might as well spend it while you live. That's why I make music. I told the guys, I'm not going to die with this in my bank account. I'll make music and you know, I'll help them on the way. And I don't know, me, I like music, so I make music. That's it. That's me, Mister Dub Plate. But
Yes, yes.
yeah, no, I like the dub plate. It's a good way to promote their craft too and stuff. And it's not just
Hmm.
it's really it's for Truman, but it's not really about me. It's about helping others and bringing up the vibe on this earth because I think we
Yeah,
need the vibe a little bit higher. So
definitely.
music is a good way for me to vibe.
Hmm.
So yeah, so la plupart manque d'ambition, most lack ambition. That's true. We have ambition. We have ambition. Oh man, within the system, like within the
Hmm.
system, but the ambition to say, "Oh, today my ambition is to unify with the divine." Like most people do not even fathom the idea of unifying with divine. They unify with churches, religion, and that kind of stuff, and
Right.
it's enough for them probably to cover the nonsense or something that they miss inside. I myself looked into the church at the beginning because I'm like, they gotta know something. They gotta know something, those people. So I started to research into all the religions, read the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, Torah,
Hmm.
Quran,
Right. Right.
Quran, Torah, all these books to hope to find some sense. But I've realized that the only probably sense I would find is within myself, making sense of my nonsense and start changing these nonsense ways.
Yeah.
So it's a lot about where your ambition is going to. It's like ambition has a lot to do with attention also. And if you project your attention at the right place, the right thing for you, the right ambition, it will take you also probably not a lifetime to realize what you want to do. Often, once you align with divine, it will be pretty fast, and the way that he's gonna clean you from all your sins and nonsense can happen very fast if you are willing to participate in the work. But you cannot hope that divine grace will fall on you and suddenly you will have all the riches of the earth added onto you. You gotta go in action. Gotta prove yourself to yourself. Also, the divine doesn't deal with clowns. There's all bunch of clowns around us. I asked
Yeah.
Danielle to make me a song called "Clowns Around Us." So yeah, and I fed him some stuff. So you're probably gonna have a song "Clowns Around Us" because it's a circus. It's a circus,
Right.
and
Yeah.
people don't see it. We're not only blind to the truth, we're blind to this ambition of unifying with divine. Blind to, but when it comes to distraction, our eyes are wide open. Eyes are wide open. We want to consume everything we see, we touch, feel, taste. But it comes with ambition, with divine. And Frank, large up on your stuff you did with
Oh
the
yeah.
WordPress. Great
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Great stuff. Frank has now. Did you have that before that website, or
No, that
it's
was
just
just I just
recent?
yeah, I just published that this past few days. So
Okay, so it's new.
it's new. Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
completely new. Yes,
oh,
definitely.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm like, hey, that's Frank. And yeah, there's nice picture of you too and stuff.
Right, right. Yeah.
So no, I find that great, and you go and explain your journey with the LotusOcean PT, and
Hmm. Yeah.
I find that wonderful. That's the kind of stuff we need. You never
Yeah.
know who you're gonna inspire. You have inspired me a lot. You have inspired me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
not only coach me, you keep me. Look, you kept me here on the Truman Show for a year, more than a year now.
Isn't it
And I
wild?
don't
It's
know
so
if I
cool,
would have
man. I
been
love that.
here that much if it wasn't of you.
Yeah.
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 And I don't know if I would be here that much if it wasn't of you because I want to do it with people that the vibe match. Now, I'm not just going to come here on YouTube
Right.
now after 500 videos just babble some nonsense. I have enough of the Babylon. So
Right.
with Frank, I know it's always going deep and like we're on the same state of mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah. Yeah.
geared towards. ambition to unify with divine. So anyway,
That's-
why am I talking? Am I done? Why am I talking? Were you talking just before?
I haven't gone yet on this
one.
one, but I'm just whenever you're ready.
Okay, but I'm done now.
Yes, nice. Oh, I love this Plog. This is and a gratitude for
I lose track of what I'm saying.
He has some kind words, so I appreciate love what you have to say. And yeah, I'm grateful to be able to be here, and we have this opportunity through the grace of what PT is sharing, and to be able to come here and just be able to read it and take it in and reflect on it. I mean, this is part of a process of awakening our consciousness, our awareness. We're striving for something more. We're tired of the show,
Right?
the fake news and everything that we've been given here. And so where do you go when you want more? You have to seek, and you have to find, you have to look for something that is beyond and so it's been our fortune to have found PT and be able to learn from him. And so this is part of our own process because for everyone in their own journey, like there's actions that we all need to take as individuals that are the same: taking care of the body, speaking the proper kind of things, having a connection with nature. But we're all also going to express things in our own individual way, in terms of, we can both look at a flower and say, I like this about it. And you can say, I like this about it. And we can notice different aspects, you know what I mean? And so the flower retains that same beauty, but because we are individuals and we've had our own kind of journey, we might see things in a similar way, but in a unique way, and that is part of our own personhood or whatever. So anyways, reflecting on, the divine teachings, the things that help us like raise our consciousness, it is just all this a part of this process of evolution. And so, some people might be more likely to want to share things in a way in which they're talking, or some people might want to do music, or some people might want to write, or some people might want to do all different sorts of things. And so this is just part of our own journey with learning and implementing and applying what we're learning, and being able, this is really, fun for me, these kind of things, where we get to talk about evolution and real purposeful types of meaningful kinds of things, because that's what makes me tick. That's what makes me feel alive, is whenever I'm linking more with divine works and things like that. So anyways, ammunition, not ambition. I really like this. And even just thinking about using a different word in place of
everything. It's
yeah, I think there is definitely some lag happening for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But the whole way that the system has been set up is that we
there is some lag.
Yes, I know. I don't know if I'm completely audible or not. But I'll just keep talking as if things are going to be heard coherently. But this whole system has been set up for us to think that, even just well-being is like a journey too far or whatever, but we have to actually, where we get our energy to be able to, accomplish tasks, it comes from like, a process of learning. And so as we're learning how to evolve and stuff like that, the actions that we take, that is the ammunition that we have to move forward. Like today I'm going to eat well. Today I'm going to go outside and look at the sky and appreciate love and give some gratitudes to divine, because this is part of the ammunition that I have that I'm going to use to go toward my goal. to be able to evolve, to be able to have a higher awareness, to be able to ultimately, we're trying to get closer to divine, and so that process is also a process of, going up. So, but this is the thing that they've kind of made a common thought or perspective, that like even just trying to be the best in your own field is too much, let alone trying to align with divine and align with force, because they've made everything so confusing out here by speaking all the things that are just untrue. But yeah, it's great that as we learn things that are real and are true, like taking care of our bodies, all these body basics is the beginning steps, and proper speech, proper posture, all these kinds of things. When we start applying those teachings to our own body, we start to get ammunition to actually we can fight the good fight, with those type of actions. So anyways, yeah, grateful for the opportunity to be strapped with some real knowledge.
Totally agree. It's about build. Okay, you have a choice. You face the world with a pistol, one bullet, or you go to the world with a fucking semi-automatic, the big thing with a big charger, and that's it. You gotta have ammunition.
Yes, exactly right.
I use guns as a metaphor, and they told me They always told my children always tell me I'm a very metaphoric person. So I use a lot of metaphor.
Right.
So yeah, you either face the world with a gun fully loaded, and your gun should be your breath of life. Yeah, definitely. So Frank, due to be the lagging we're seeing today.
Yeah, it seems to be
episode.
it's kind of coming in and out. But I can see you now.
Yeah.
It seems like things are on point.
And I end up here on my end, it's lagging. It's like I'm talking over you, or like now it seems to be stabilized, but it goes on and off. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe my internet connection or somewhere. We can try to do it. Me, I don't mind. Like, so
I think maybe
you, Frank,
we'll probably save cricket for the next one, because we've kind of reached this.
Let's see if we can keep going.
Hour point, I feel like.
I don't know how people hear us on the other end. I know there's 2 viewers live. Before there was 3, 4.
Nice.
Maybe let us know in the chat, how do you hear us? Do you see the lag too on your end? Or it's just us experiencing the effect of lagging, jet lag? It's internet lag. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Not jet lag. So yeah, maybe let us know, but we can keep going, Frank. Do the cricket,
okay, yeah,
and we'll finish with this one.
We can go with cricket, sure. All right, cricket. This piece of writing is only meant for those conversant with the game of
hopefully. It's on.
Can you hear me? Okay, I'll start over again. Here we go. Cricket. This piece of writing is only meant for those conversant with the game of Kriya Cut, or cricket. One of the few games mirroring the real game, offering a straight bat to a curving ball equals straightening out the twisted spells cast by curves. That's why a bowler's bowling session is called a spell. The bowler is the devil. You have to resist, because he is after your wicked soul. In the real game, the curve spell can be cast by a woman or by a deceptive crook. All have to be continuously resisted through a straight bat mindset. Ball, attempt after ball, attempt after attempt. If you're tempted to lose your wicket, you fall and wait for another chance at redemption. Yes.
Eventually. Okay, I'm unmuted. No, I muted my mic. I thought maybe it would help with the lag.
Right.
But it seems good. So, cricket. Ce texte s'adresse uniquement aux initiés au cricket ou cricket. Un des rares jeux reflétant le cricket réel. Offrir une batte droite à une balle courbe. Redresser les sorts tortueux lancés par les courbes. C'est pourquoi la session de bowling d'un lanceur est appelée un sort. Le lanceur est le diable, il faut résister, car il en veut à votre guichet, votre âme. Dans le vrai cricket, le sort de la courbe peut être lancé par une femme ou par un escroc trompeur. Il faut résister à tout continuellement avec une batte droite, mentalité, balle, tentative, après balle, tentative. Si vous êtes tenté, vous perdez votre guichet. Vous tombez et attendez une autre chance de rédemption. That's for sure. There will be a curveball after curveball and fastball. And if you're not a good swinger, if you're not a good slugger, they call it, the guy that hit the ball in baseball.
Yeah,
slugger.
the batter.
Slugger. If you're not a good slugger, batter, whatever, you miss the ball. And I think that's a lot of the representation with baseball, football, all the ball game. There's so many. That's the cult of ball in action. But in sports, like the cult of ball is everywhere. In sports, up in the sky. You know, apparently they have barium and aluminium pouring down or some stuff.
Right.
All in the periodic table. So everything is freaking coded, bro. It's crazy. And that cricket game is a good example. Now, he used cricket because I think in India they play a lot of cricket. But here we play hockey, same thing. Put the puck in the net. Like it's the same thing, same principle. All the sports are pretty much around the same principle. With the net, basketball as a net, a ball in the net.
Right.
So, yeah, the ball in the net. So definitely, cricket can be can be used to relate to many other situations in life, definitely. And you're gonna have a lot of curveball. All I have to say is you better at slugging that ball or that curveball that's going to come to you. And you have to see the curveball too. If you don't see it curve, you'll miss. And that's what he's after, the devil. He wants your soul. Yep. So he will throw you curveball after curveball just to grab your soul and your light and the love you have in you, so you live in the dark and hate forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because you say it anyway. I ate yesterday. I hate this. I hate this. I hate that. I hate something. How many times a day does the word hate come out of your mouth in words? Just observe. Observe your own speech. Never mind the Jim Carrey and all the nonsense. Observe your own speech. See how many times a day the word hate come out of your mouth. If you speak and glitch. If you speak and glitch. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, that is it, Frank.
Yes.
My word is be ready for the curveball because they will come. Shiv Narayan, Albanian for life is in the chat. Also with 777 Vive. Vivek Riz.
Vivek Riz.
Sometimes it's Albanian for life. It's easy, no? Albanian for life. But sometimes the names are so Dark 777 and my bro. I think it's a bro. I think I asked him many times, or her. It could be a her too, but I think it's a he. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We are all one, whether it's a woman or a man. It doesn't matter because we can all relate to each other. We are one. We have the same set of emotion. We know what it is to be thinking as a human. I don't know what it is to think as a lion or a dog, but I know how a human thinks. I am one of them. Guess what? You're going to hear my perspective. That's what I'm here for. Frank, it's on you.
Yes. This is a great P-log cricket. And yeah, like it's cool how PT is sharing some of the terminology of this game, cricket, how it really does mirror the game that we are faced with in life. You know, this you know, what is it? Whenever a bowling session is called a spell, so that's when the pitcher basically is bowling. He's throwing the ball, to the individual who's trying to protect his wicket, which is like those three little sticks behind him. But that that bowler is trying to cast a spell to get that wicket. So if he's successful, if he casts a successful spell, he will get that wicket. But we, as the player who is at bat, we have to defend our soul, which is that wicket standing behind us. That is like, but that's the game. That's the game of life. The tests that come, because we will be tested, and it will show how much we know. How strong are we? How much can we, not only be aware of truth, but live by it. We can know something, but not still really act by it. And at that point, do you actually really know it? You can be aware of something or aware of that something might be potentially true, but if you can't act by it, then it's not doing anything good for you. Yeah, you want to say?
Frank, they even use the word bow, bowling, bow.
Yeah.
Like you tell me it's the spell, the devil, the curved ball, and even the thing you hit with the ball at bowling is pretty much shaped like humans.
Right.
Like we're all fat like key on a person. Like it's a fat human. And a lot of us are overweight, so are we just hitting the ball?
Yes.
Right. I don't know. I don't think that's what it is. I'm just using a metaphor. Like could be like humans being hit by the devil ball. But no, I'm sure there's something much more sinister than this behind the whole design of the game. There's the dolly also on both sides. Your ball can end up on the side, and poof, you miss the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna research more about that bowling stuff because I find it interesting that they use the word bow. That's what we should be doing: praise, bow, and serve.
Right. Yeah.
But now we're playing bowling with the ball, with a cult of Baal. There's something there. Anyway, yes. I'm just putting my
yes. That's all. But it's a great metaphor that that we can look at our own lives with, and like PT is sharing, it's only through a straight bat. We have to have the proper straight centered mindset, and we have to actually be able to see things clearly, attempt after attempt, like he says. So if you're tempted to lose your wicket, we might go after something that seems alluring or tempting, and then if it's not the right thing, then we lose strength, we lose power, we lose consciousness, and we have to wait for another chance of redemption. But yeah, life is full of lots of opportunities to be able to make the proper choice and the proper action. And as we grow and gain strength and gain awareness, then we'll have certain types of tests that will come that will reveal if we are have a solid foundation in what we're learning and what we're growing by. So yeah, I'm grateful that PT has just made it so clear, like what actually needs to be done to gain real strength and real clarity, and be continuous in that. Because that's, we can't, just decide that all of a sudden one day we care about our well-being and another day we don't. We have to, keep the good, fighting the good fight. And like PT says, we have to continuously resist the temptations to lose our wicket. So yeah, this is a fun Plog.
Yeah, very good one. And the bowling, we were talking about bowling before, has been around for thousands and thousands of years. Apparently, Egyptians were playing bowling, but for a different, probably linked to some religious purpose or something I read, but I'll do a bit more research. But it's a very old thing, bowling, apparently.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's been turned into some nonsense. I'm sure it was probably something very divine to call the gods or something, like Egyptians always like they call on the gods, Egyptian gods and stuff. So probably had to do with this, and then it's been turned into a sports, a cult of Baal sport. That's it, because it used to be played with stones and stuff. Anyway, interesting stuff. Large up, Frank. That is it for today.
Yes, definitely.
Great talk again. Very grateful for your presence. And everyone in the chat. Truman is in the chat too. Greetings, everyone.
Yes.
Greetings, everyone, I should say. So, yeah. And Albanian for life. So give thanks for life, always. Rise and shine. That's the name of the game. Rise like the sun, rise and shine like the sun. And just do this, and the rest will be guided. You will be guided towards your gift and the stuff you have to do here. Just don't resist. Don't resist to the temptation, but do not resist to the divine path. That's the part where you should not resist, but resist the temptation of the devil, because you definitely. Love you, bro. Yes. Love you. It's all
much love. Happy Holy to everyone. So, yes.
Cannot be anything but love.
Yes.
That's it. So we're out.